And welcome everybody. I'm Mary, and just going live today with Denise, and welcome Denise onto my chat today. I'll just give you a bit of background about myself. I'm born and raised in Sydney, in Australia, and I moved to the Central Coast about 20 years ago now. Raised my 3 beautiful children who are now adults, and came across this online business probably 2.5 years ago. And I met Denise at one of the events that we went to on the Gold Coast, and looking forward to hearing from Denise today. So I'll pass it over to you, Denise.
Hey everyone. Thank you for inviting me here, Mary. I love doing this kind of stuff. I love speaking out, and I love talking about what we do because it's, I'm so passionate about it. And, I've had a lot of success in the business myself. So I love sharing it with other people. And there's always going to be someone out there that my story, they can relate to that. And I guess coming into the business older than being a millennial. So I've been in the business now for 4.5 years, and I remember, when I was 30, I got introduced to network marketing when I was 26. I was with that company for 26 years, and I was very loyal to that company and loved everything that it stood for, but it was low ticket, and it was something that I had to be hands-on with all the time. And life gets in the way, and my kids are grown up. I was actually born in the UK and have done a lot of traveling as a kid, and moved to Australia the second time when I was 13. And so I now live in Bendigo in central Victoria. And I've traveled with my children and my husband, and we've lived overseas, and we've done a lot of stuff because of, I guess, what the low ticket company taught me. And it's always, I guess I've been an entrepreneur since I was 26, and being introduced to it back then, I didn't even know you could make an income like this. I'm talking early 90s when I got started. So I didn't know you could stay at home and raise your kids and, be a mum and still make some extra pocket money. And it was pocket money, a couple of $100 a week, which was a lot of money back then, but it gave me the opportunity to stay home as a mum for 14 years. So I didn't have to put the kids into kinder or creche, and I was able to stay home until my youngest was old enough to go to school. And then my husband had lost his job. So I thought, well, maybe I need to get a job. And then, we just get tied up in the old hamster wheel of working for a job and working for a boss and making that boss richer. And, I still had my business ticking in the background, and I guess life got in the way, and my husband's had 3 placements and, all that kind of stuff. So I was in aged care when I found this business. So it's just been an amazing ride for me. And yeah, as I said, I'm back working from home, doing what I love, spending time with people that I, want to spend time with, and I don't have to answer to a boss.
Sounds fantastic. I don't actually know where you're based because I your pictures, traveling everywhere. So I thought I didn't actually know. So I'm glad you said you were from Victoria, because I actually didn't know until you've just mentioned then. But I've got a similar background. I was in disabilities and aged care. So that's why I thought to resonate, because that's resonated with me. And so I just wanted to know how you found the business. How did you find this online business?
So I remember when I was 30, and obviously in the other business, I remember saying to my husband on my birthday, so it was my 30th birthday, and I just said to him, I want to be retired by the time I'm 50. Now, within that company, I hung around millionaires. I hung around with people that had done really well with that business, and the business model really worked for them. But it just, and it's not the business didn't work for me, it's I didn't work for the business, basically. Bottom line, it got too hard trying to do, be a mum at home with 3 kids. Sorry, my dogs might bark because someone's just coming in. So being a mum at home with 3 kids, and obviously they're growing and, playing sport, and so I was always active with them and going to all their sports days and trying to run a full-time, a house plus a full-time job. And it was my birthday and I was working in aged care. So I did about 10 years in disability, loved it, absolutely loved it. I can honestly say working in disability was probably the best job I've ever had. And I've had a lot of jobs, and I've been sacked from a lot of jobs. And so when I was working in aged care, I was working with a nurse. So I turned 50 and all this came flooding back to me thinking, hang on a minute, I wanted to be retired by the time I was 50 and I've turned 50 and I'm still here. And it was my birthday and I remember thinking, wow, I can be retired in 15 years. Because I thought about my kids and how quick that time has gone. And I thought 15 years, that's going to go really quick. And then I thought, what if it's 20 years? What if I'm 70 and I'm still here? And that scared me. That really scared me. And that would have been, I reckon, my line in the sand moment. And I was working with a nurse this particular day and she was 72. And I just said to her, why are you still here? And she said, because I have to be here to make ends meet because the pension, she was single. And she said, and the pension doesn't, give me everything that I want. And I was like, oh, wow, I don't want this for me. I want more. And then I came home and I had to talk to my husband and I said, there's got to be something that you can do online because I'd seen heaps of people, not in our business, but I'd seen heaps of people, talking about being online, making money, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, there's got to be something we can do. So I didn't know what that was. I didn't know whether, do I buy products? Do I sell it on eBay? I had no clue. I really didn't. And I didn't have any skills. So I didn't have any computer skills. I didn't understand social media. I had Facebook, but that was it. And that was really just a friendship thing. I think I had about 400 friends on there. And I didn't have Instagram or any platforms. And I didn't know. I really didn't. But I knew I had to find something. And it was really interesting, when you make a decision, things come to you. And I was actually at work and a video popped up of a girl that I knew in a previous business. And she just said how much money she'd made in a day with her online business. And the lights went off and I was like, I've got to talk to her. So I sent her a message and I went through the process and it really aligned with me. Everything that she showed me and the possibilities and the automation, because I couldn't quit my job because I was the breadwinner. So I couldn't quit my job, but I needed something that I could work around my job. And the automation allowed me to do that. So and I got started in the business and the platform with all the education in it taught me how to actually build a business online. So it taught me step by step. And I came off the mark probably a little bit slower than everyone else, but I don't care. That didn't matter. And I have built my business with ads. And I speak to people every single day and they say, how do you run ads? I'm like, hang on a minute. I'm older than you. I know how to run ads. So yeah, it's that's how it got started. Because the thing is, I had the desire to change, and I didn't want to be doing what I was doing for the rest of my life. Exactly. And I knew this was an opportunity. And I always remember like Richard Branson's quote, if someone offers you something that's spectacular and that can change your life, say yes and then figure the rest out.
I think I was the same.
That was me.
I was the same as well.
Yeah. And, I was 50. I'm 55 on Monday. And, yeah, so if I can do this business, anybody can do this business. It's just making a decision. It really is.
That's for sure. So what would you like? How do you recommend the launch that just happened? What would you recommend for anybody to get what's the benefits of the launch that you could discuss?
And being around for 4.5 years, I've been on a lot of launches, and I reckon this one by far was the best. Day 2 was fire. Day 2, Christy and Sabra, they brought the goods. Like, it was amazing. So if you're looking for something, so if you're out there and you're sitting on the fence and you're not too sure, get the link and get into this 2-day launch. You're not too late. I don't know how long it's going to be around, so you can catch the replays. And obviously contact Mary, and she will give you her link so you can go in and watch the replays. But if you're just sitting on the fence and you're not 100% sure, come in and check it out, because it's free. It's free for you to come and have a look. And this could change your life. It's changed mine.
Yeah.
It's changed thousands of others. So why
That's
not
right.
you? Why not you?
And we've got the 14-day money and have a quick look and browse.
And exactly. And if you decide to go further after the launch, it's going to cost you $22. $22 to check us out for 14 days with money back guarantee. And, you know, for me personally, I'd be too embarrassed to ask for my money back, because it's 22 bucks, like $22 American. So you're looking at about $30 Australian. But I'd be too embarrassed to ask for that money back, because you out for dinner and you spend more than that on a meal.
Exactly.
You know, and this is going to give you all the education. This is going to show you steps that I took 4.5 years ago, and yourself, and how to set everything up. And you're mad if you don't. Seriously, you're mad if you don't. Come and check it out while it's
Thank
free.
you so much. Whereabouts are you off to next in your little adventures?
So I've done a bit of traveling already this year. I haven't been overseas yet for obvious reasons. But where was I? So March, I was up in Sydney on a holiday. April, we were on the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, and Brisbane. And then May, I was on the Gold Coast and Byron Bay for a retreat. And then June is my birthday month, so I haven't really decided about June yet. I need to go somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to go somewhere every single month.
Sounds like a perfect plan to me. I'm hoping this is perfect for this business, because you're automated and you can just set yourself up and go, can't we?
Seriously, I run my business from this. This is it, my phone. I run my business from my phone. I remember before we were all locked down, our son used to live in Canada. He was in Toronto, and went over there for a holiday. I actually went over there twice in the year, because it gave me the flexibility to do that. And sitting at Niagara Falls, and husband and I were having some lunch, you know, looking at the falls. If you've never been there, you need to go there. It's the most magical, spectacular place. And I just was checking my messages and checking my emails, and I had a substantial amount of money popped into my bank account from my online business while I was overseas having a great time. We'd been to Vegas and then on to Toronto, and and that amount of money was something that really made me know that this works. This works. This is the best place to be.
Awesome. Even with money landing in the account, plan the next trip.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for giving up your time today, coming on. I know you've been really busy with calls and things like that. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And good luck with the next ventures. Maybe I'll probably see you online wherever you're going to, but
I'm sure you will.
Yep. Thank you so much again.
Thanks for having me, everyone. No worries. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.